have a mother-in-law yet, but I had a good chuckle in the Jane Fonda movie Monster-in-Law.
The in-laws are very likely to visit over the holidays, and so Yudica has come up with a dish that's sure to keep the most monstrous mum-in-law happy.
It can only be chocolate barfi.
It's the holidays and the in-laws are coming to town. The chances are, no matter how hard you try, you're not going to please your mother-in-law. Now, we all know that mums-in-law are the best cooks and they do everything perfectly. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a delicious barfi. Not sure about your mum-in-law, but it's definitely going to leave your father-in-law crooning over your melt-in-the-mouth barfi.
I love it here. This happens to be the most happening outdoor market in Jozi, and the vibe here is so laid back. It's perfect for a Sunday morning outing.
I'm doing a real chocolatey dessert today, and I've just popped out to get some really good chocolates. So Laura, what do you have here?
Beautiful Belgian chocolate that you don't mess with too much because the Belgian chocolate is so good. All sorts of different flavors, and then you use it in brownies, in chocolate and marzipan tarts, in chocolate cake. Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate.
I think I'm going to go for the pistachio.
Whiskey sour.
Ooh, that sounds fantastic. Oh, it's really soft on the inside. That really just, it's so smooth and soft, it just melts on the tongue.
Come and pick a few.
Ooh, I have to lean over here. I'm going to nibble on these while I prepare my dessert. And this is really what I'm looking for today, some beautiful, good quality white chocolate that's just going to make my dish extra special. Thank you, see you soon. Bye. I've just come back from my little shopping expedition and I was out looking for some lovely Belgian white chocolate. Now that's going to go into my dish for today, which is a chocolate barfi. The ingredients are milk powder, water, sugar, butter, some of those Belgian white chocolate chips, cardamom, dessert cream, and also we have some crispy almonds. The first thing you need to do is to get the dessert cream into the milk powder and use your fingertips and rub that through until it resembles breadcrumbs. Leave the mixture for about an hour, I'd say, to dry, longer in Durban if it's quite humid. And here I've done some already. You can see it's quite fine, and the next step now would be to get this into a food processor and just whiz it a bit for about, I'd say about a minute, until the crumbs are really, really super fine. And just remember to do this in little batches so you don't overload your food processor. Next ingredient, water going into a pot. And then a cup and a half of sugar. We're going to bring this to the boil and make a thick syrup. Now always dissolve the sugar before you bring it up to the boil, otherwise it will crystallize. Now you can make this recipe your very own. You can add some cinnamon sticks, you can add some rose water as well. So play around with it and come up with your very own version. And be super cautious when you're working with sugar syrup. It does leave the nastiest burns. I think we're safe. We can leave that for a while. Now let's move on to the chocolate. Here's the chocolate we picked up earlier, and white chocolate works really, really well with that creamy barfi. Now barfi is everyone's favorite. You can't go wrong with it. So whether you're making it for your parents, your in-laws, or your husband, you will definitely be in good favor. Now, chocolate going on here. I can't remember what I last cut on this board, so I'm just using a piece of wax wrap just to prevent those flavors from seeping into my chocolate. So just press down and chop this into little chunks. I'd say about 50 grams of chocolate would work nicely in this recipe. Let's check on the syrup. I test this by just using my fingertip. Dip your spoon in, let it cool down slightly, and just rub your finger in it. It should actually feel really tacky, and this is still feeling really thin. So I'm going to give it about another 5 minutes. Now there's lots of different types of chocolate available. If you are going the whole hog on this and going big, try to use a really good quality chocolate for your barfi. It's such a treat, and a little bit of good chocolate makes all the difference. One last check on the syrup, and you can see it's thickened up really nicely. Now, next step, in goes the milk powder. I would use a wooden spoon for this, but I don't know where the wooden spoon's been. Maybe it's been in the curry pot. So you don't want those curry flavors getting into your lovely barfi. Next, In goes the butter. About 25 grams of butter going in here. Then the cardamom going in. I'm using freshly ground cardamom. Just grind down little bits as you need it. Stir that through. And then lastly, that chocolate going in. Just work the ingredients together. Stir this through until the butter and the chocolate melt. It should take about 2 to 3 minutes, and then pop it into a greased baking tin or a casserole dish. Now I'm using a pie dish with a loose bottom, so it's really easy to get out of here. I've just covered the bottom and I've lined this with plastic wrap, and I've also greased that. So it's really easy to lift the burfi out of the tin. Just grab that and pour it into that prepared tin. So this will take about an hour to set, and then I'm going to just decorate that with some almonds. Tap down, get those air bubbles out, and pop this into the refrigerator for about an hour. So just press that out of the tin. And pull the plastic wrap away from the sides. This is a really soft burfi using simple ingredients as well. Now to garnish, we've got some almonds going on top. And these are just roasted in the oven after they've been tinted. So you could do red, green, pink, or even the copper or gold dust. Now, milk chocolate chips going on top. Just snapping these. I don't want crumbly chocolates on top of this burfi. Now just press these toppings down so they stick onto the burfi, just slightly. So just slice through. There we have it, it's pretty perfect. This burfi is perfect for any occasion and will definitely have your guests asking for more.